everybody, welcome to Bonus Action, where friends don't let friends adventure alone. I am your friendly neighborhood campaign manager, David Armstrong, and I'm welcoming you here to one of our holiday odd jobs. You might have seen our previous one that was taking place at Christmas in the real world and at the candles of solstice in the world of Wild Country. And we're here a week later for New Year's Day and for a very similar celebration in Wild Country known as the Good Voyage of the Wanderer. Yes, it is as pretentious as it sounds. But it is a wonderful holiday celebrating the New Year as well. And for these odd jobs, we always like to break up the cast into a smaller group. And you saw Brick and Marlin and Barbie go to a town in Kylneth Rear to celebrate the festivities in a little galleria somewhat reminiscent of maybe some childhood experiences we've all had at around Christmas time. For this one, for New Year's, I am joined by the other half of the cast. Sitting across from me is, first of all, the incredible Josh Hurley.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm very excited today. I love New Year's. It comes around every year, and I'm always excited for it.
What's your favorite New Year's tradition?
Breaking my what are they called? Resolutions. Setting them and then forgetting them.
I really didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, I was very
Breaking
worried when it started to be breaking.
We have to cut this.
Yeah, unhinged. And next to him, the incredible Jason Spina.
We back.
Hello, welcome back, Jason. Trying out new.
Yeah.
We'll see if we'll see if it
Like a
works.
T-shirt says "We back."
And next to him, completing this triumvirate, is the right guy himself, Adam Lash.
Hey there! Happy New Year's! Happy birthday, everybody!
Happy birthday!
It is Adam's birthday.
Oh my gosh!
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday. Or what was the song we hit? It's the circle of life. Circle of life. Incredible. Well, I want to welcome you three to this holiday odd job. It is the festival of the Good Voyage of the Wanderer. Welcome to Wild Country. The Good Voyage of the Wanderer is the festival that concludes the long winter season here in Wild Country. The Wanderer is the fourth moon of Erehest. It is the smallest and least visible in the sky, and at the end of winter, it is sent off into worlds unknown, the astral sea beyond, where nobody in Wild Country can see it until later on, much later in the year. And with it, all the people at their festivities send with it their good hopes and wishes and dreams for the coming year. After the Grand Feast, there is a sailing competition where any sort of significant body of water is designated the Astral Sea, and anybody who wishes to enter, they take a boat across, and they are each designated someone known as the ball holder, so that the ball can be taken across the Astral Sea. With everybody's good hopes and wishes, like an Easter egg. They write them all down, put them in the ball, and then they take it across, and the winner has to just cross the finish line by midnight, and then the Wanderer itself is sent off on its journey. Our members of the Grimhold, the B Squad retrieval team, have just been working and finishing up a bunch of odd jobs here and there following their successful retrieval of the Arc Fire of Solardon, plus some other intricate developments on that front. But for now, the holiday season sort of interrupted any sort of development on that front. Everything had to be compartmentalized, and we actually join the other three. So Barbie, Marlin, and Brick are accompanying Alistair McAlpine, the elven cleric, across the sea to some business to attend to. And we actually join our other three party members, Todd, Rory, and Victor, in what I imagine to be an incredibly uncomfortable situation for 2/3 of this group, which is at one of the estates in the city of Prosperity, which is the western side of the capital, at the estate of the Windove family. A very fancy ballroom evening, fancy dress, fancy catering, incredible crystal chandeliers, decorating extra spaces in the room. They don't seem to be hanging from the ceilings or the walls. They are floating, sort of idly being held by these minor levitation charms. Servants both unseen. Sorry, I'm going to be distracted by
outside.
every noise. Servants, both unseen and seen, bringing plates, weaving through some very well-to-do guests. It does seem like all manner of wild country populace is here. You can see all sorts of different races and lineages, talking, conversing. A 5-piece orchestra plays in the corner. They're sort of on like a raised platform, like a balcony, playing down over the entire party. You can see a few people dancing on what has been like sort of designated as the dance floor. In and out of these tall, these standing tables, circular tables, all of varying heights to accommodate all of the various species in wild country. We go into a few different corners. The camera sort of settles in the middle for a moment, and I'm going to ask you three. I will start with Victor. Where do you think Victor would be at this moment?
Behind the furthest column.
Yeah, there are these like incredibly well decorated columns. When you look up towards the top of the columns, it is you can see that this is like a grand ballroom that you all are in. That the ceilings kind of disappear into the darkness. It's like probably like 70, 80 feet tall, and the columns are only like 40 or 50 feet. So when you look up to the top, they're not holding up anything, and actually they've just been like decorated with these low hanging like ivy and vines and flowers. And some of them are reaching down low enough that you can even feel like some of them are probably minorly enchanted. So like as you're leaning on this column, you can feel like the lightest like little ivy like sort of wrapping itself around and like kind of tapping you on the shoulder idly. What does Victor do? It's sort of, it's found a play date. Like, oh, this is great. Oh, wonderful. Oh, we're playing now. We're both playing? Yes. You finally flick it away. I would like you to give me a perception check, if you would.
All right. Straight. I'm very annoyed by that vine, and nothing else catches my attention in a fat one.
Ooh.
Happy birthday! It's the first of the year, baby!
there you go.
Oh, it's my birthday. It's the first day.
You can only roll higher numbers from here.
You would hope.
You would, yeah. Or maybe rolling one.
Maybe Duran's curse got passed on. I don't know.
Who knows? It'll be a candles of solstice miracle. But with a 1, you're hitting this vine. The vine finally just sort of stops, and like I think you hit it like in a sensitive like spot, and the vine just sort of, oh, we're not playing, and sort of just like slinks back and like rises back up into the columned ceiling. But with a 1, you hear a couple of folks just quietly going, "Sir, no, please, no, those drinks are for later." And you just spot in the corner Todd already drawing some attention to himself. Todd, where would you imagine you are in the space?
I already know exactly where I am, where I'll always be, and where forever want to be, which is at the buffet table.
Of course, yeah. You're by the buffet table, and it's got a bunch of different dishes lined up, and you can see that every time you take something, put it onto your plate, it refills magically on the on the plate.
Oh yeah.
Have I just set up something terrible?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I think so.
So there's this incredibly large like champagne glass of cocktail shrimp, but the cocktail shrimp are like fried like garlic, like beautiful shrimp, and each time you take one, like a new one just sort of pops up and appears over the glass.
Can Todd see this, and then can he look around and just like switch his plate with the one on the table and just take that so he has it and he can just keeps replenishing? Or
Please,
does it?
I want this to be a roll. Please make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Because I love this, but I'd like it to be a roll.
So 9.
A 9. I think that's basically what happens. You start to do that, and then you hear like some of the servers, sir, that's one of the serving dishes. You can't do that. You have to put that back.
I was just gonna go give it to some of the other guests. Obviously, I wasn't planning on stealing this and just eating this. That's terrible. I would never do that.
You don't work here?
Oh, I don't work here.
No. You're not even wearing a shirt.
Well, that's a choice, isn't it? You could take yours off at any time.
Oh,
but
I know.
decided not to wear one.
I didn't mean to judge, sir.
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
Hey, come here.
Yes. Yes. What's up?
These refill automatically.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Automatically.
What are you doing?
Automatically. Hold on. Automatically. Okay. These refill automatically.
Yes, well, I know that. Yes, that's the enchantment on them.
If you don't tell on me, you can have some of this too.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. That would be a 19.
All right. He goes, like 50-50?
Oh, yeah. Just follow me around like you're working the event, right? And just keep eating with me and being like, "Sir, would you like a refill?" And I'll be like, "Thank you." And we can do like a whole thing.
He grabs the bottom of the glass and he does the meme thing of like,
And Todd does the Jack Nicholson meme that's like,
perfect. We're now 2 memes floating around this party, and this waiter follows you with a serving champagne glass of a giant champagne glass of shrimp. As you're walking around, I imagine like the camera like follows you, and you hear the waiter starting to get into the part like, "Sir, would you like more shrimp?"
yes, well, I would love some more shrimp. Thank you so much. Boy, you've certainly been doing your job tonight here, and you are not stealing the shrimp with me. I am not stealing the shrimp either.
And he winks as he takes one. You guys eat a shrimp together, and he follows you off. The camera sort of peels off from you, and heads into another direction. Rory, where do you imagine you would be?
Surprise, I got questions for you first.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
We need to qualify just a few things.
All right, before we get going.
Absolutely. Please.
Are we unaccompanied? Did we arrive here with anybody else?
You are here with Sterling Halloway.
Okay.
Sorry if you said this, if I was just
That's
blue
okay.
screening as we were booting up.
I know, yeah. No.
Do we have an assignment while we're here? Or this is just a party at the beginning of this
It
holiday?
seems to just be a part. Yeah, it just seems to be some festivities at the beginning of the night. Sterling did not anticipate any sort of, untoward anything going on. So you are just here accompanying him at the party.
Gotcha. In that case, Rory, who has been for the last several months,
Yes.
he knows that if there are things going on in the background. He is outmatched. He's holding it close to the chest, to the vest. I feel like I've heard both. Is one accurate close to the vest?
I imagine if you're wearing a vest,
it's close
then
to
you
the
say
vest.
vest.
But I feel like, I don't know. So he is biding his time. He knows that the best thing that he can do is be patient, is observe, and to eventually be tactical in whatever is going on, whether with Lionel, with Alistair, with Sterling, with everybody. He feels like these are the people that he can trust. So I'm going to be as subtly as I can watching Sterling and seeing if I pick up on anything. I've been doing for months, probably.
Yes. Go ahead and make a perception check. Since you know where Sterling is, I will allow you to do it at advantage. You're sort of watching him trek across the party. I'm going to say that this perception check determines sort of what you catch him doing in the next few minutes or so.
Great. You said advantage?
Advantage.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
You see, oh my God.
On the Rory die.
On the road, yeah.
You see Sterling put on a hood.
I knew it.
Twirls a mustache that wasn't there before. Ties a lady to the railroad. Incredible. You do so with a nat 20. Sterling is walking around the party, and it looks like essentially what he's doing is for the crossing, for the treacherous crossing, the boat competition. It looks like he's trying to just drum up some gossip, and it looks like you are starting to get an inkling of what his plan might be, which is that he is planning to enter you three into the competition under his boat. And he is talking to, with a nat 20, I'll say he's talking to the head of the household. So the Wind of Estate, he is, oh my gosh, nat 20 means I get to skip all of this. And I need that's why. It's a different tab. The name of Wind of, hello. Oh, there he is, Calabar. So Calabar Wind of, the patriarch of the Wind of household. You can see him. He's kind of this like he's kind of like Lucius Malfoy, like if he was like a little bit more olive skinned, and it looks to be a little bit more in his prime. So he's like this rather younger looking fella. Kind of tucking past his nose at Sterling, very skeptical. And you can see that he says like the words, "You're not beating my ship tonight, Sterling." And Sterling laughs and he says, "Well, we'll just see. We'll see who fortune favors, dear boy."
And I can definitely make another roll for this.
Yeah.
Does Sterling have like, does he just want to win? Is this just like a competitive spirit, or does it seem like he has like a motive for wanting to enter us and to win? Is it just pride? And
I'll say that because you've been like sort of following him and sort of getting a beat on him and Alistair at the Grimhold for the past couple months. You have been like learning some of the business aspects of the Grimhold and everything. It just seems to be a matter of pride. But there also does seem to be like a positioning of if people can believe or accept the idea that Sterling has quite a fast fleet of ships, there is better positioning that he can maneuver for, like in terms of like business deals and different dealings that way. But I think for the most part you could tell it just seems to be a matter of pride for him.
Gotcha. Cool. And then I just seeing that, I'm just gonna look and see if like if I can tell anything with like the reappearing shrimp, like if I need to be worried about like food poisoning or like is there a toxicity? I'm just trying to remember if there's anything that's like is Todd gonna be out of commission because he has eaten half the sea?
Can I have like dropped a bunch on the floor and I'm like gathering it up on like onto the plate?
As you're trying to put it back on the plate, there's more shrimp floating around it. And you're like, oh no.
It's the Lucy
Drawing scene.
chocolate scene. Yeah.
Just to have another roll, can you roll a medicine check?
Great, yeah.
Yeah, please.
12.
A 12. The shrimp are relatively healthy. There's not any sort of toxicity level that they'll hit. Todd may reach a critical mass. Like he might not, there might be a point where he cannot eat anymore, but he might not know that. So, just something to be aware of. You might have to cut him off before he realizes he needed to cut him off.
Yeah, got it.
Anything else in that moment, Rory?
I'll take a scan of the room.
Sure.
Or if there's anything else of note.
I'll say without a roll. You don't see anything. You see some folks starting to like gather and sort of clicking up to prepare for the boat race. And you also see, besides the obvious, you could see Todd and this waiter now shoveling an insane amount of shrimp on into a glass that does not fit it. You could see Victor hiding in a corner. This column, you could see this this rope of ivy like still tapping him on the shoulder, and then it floats away. But that's about it.
These are your teammates.
Gonna be great. It'll be fun.
Incredible. Victor, could you make another perception check for me?
Sure. Not with that die, though.
Happy birthday to
Oh, another one?
Wow!
Yeah.
I don't think the die's
The birthday spankings have started early.
Maybe it's a sign for me. We're in a time loop. And something we gotta go with our first choice at some point. Gotta be it, right?
So in this moment, this is what happens. The ivy goes away. You kind of make like a glancing, passing eye contact with Rory as you see Rory scanning the room. Business as usual. You see Todd on the floor gathering the shrimp. Also business as usual. You feel the ivy tapping you on the shoulder again. And it just keeps it gets a little more frantic, and then finally you hear Sterling Holloway's voice go, "Dear boy, please turn around." This reflects terribly badly if you're not going to even notice somebody tapping you on the shoulder.
Sorry, Sterling. Yes. What? How can I help you?
No, there's nothing you can help me with, dear boy. Are you enjoying the evening?
Yes.
Oh, what? Admittedly, that's some progress. I didn't expect a positive answer. You don't. If you don't mind, you don't look like you're enjoying yourself very much.
Well, I am uncomfortable.
I see. Well, yes, it can be uncomfortable. These events are rather boring and stuffy. A lot of old fogies like me, being blowhards. Would a little bit of fresh air, a little bit of time on the lake help you?
Yes.
Wonderful. Would you mind taking a walk with me then?
Sure.
Wonderful. By the way, you're going to be in the boating competition, so it might help to see the lake before you actually cross it. Come along. And he shuffles you along. You see him he does the, I don't know what you call it, but instead of walking with the walking stick, he does throws it up, grabs it, and walks with it, I don't know who you named that after. How did that never get named after somebody?
what is that?
Is that a Charlie Chaplin?
Chaplin, maybe a Willy Wonka? I don't know if Wonka ever does that.
Yeah, he does the Willy Wonka. He throws it up, he does a flip, and then he continues walking.
Kills a bunch of kids.
There's no worth.
That sounds pretty up Sterling's alley, honestly. But he He takes you outside. You find the fresh air. The patio of the, or I should say, the veranda of the rear of the mansion looks out over the Everclear Lake, which is where the River Prologue sort of empties into before it goes into the Vestern Sea. This lake, it's probably from this end where the boat race is presumably going to start. It looks like it's about just about a half mile across. So it's a rather, a rather good distance at night here. Now night has fallen. Impossible to see the other side of the lake, but you can see some distant lights of other estates and whatnot. And Sterling looks around. He's taking in the air. It's a bit of a mix of like sea salt air because that's still nearby, and this like fresh air over the lake. Victor, I just wanted to thank you again, first of all, for doing so well with everything. I can't imagine what that must have been like to be rather confronted by your past in an unexpected way.
It was not how I imagined it.
Yes. Yes, unfortunately, a lot of those sorts of things are going to... Well, I don't know if you're disappointed in that way, but unfortunately, a lot of those things are going to disappoint us.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing.
And I know that it's not really my place. Alistair is free to do as he likes. But I did want to say, for what it's worth, that I was not entirely aware that that was his plan. So I wanted to apologize if that put you in an uncomfortable position.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It is important for me that you all, as employees, are taken care of. And sometimes Alistair, in his desire to do the right thing, can be rather one-track minded, as we were in our adventuring days.
I'd love to hear more about that when we have the time.
Oh, good Lord, I would love to bore you with stories. I'm sure you would roll your eyes at so many of them. One time we were on this bridge. He just sort of has gone into this story. He's talking about we were chasing a bandit and Madame Landa, throwing daggers wildly into the air, missed wildly. It was an incredible thing. The most dexterous bandit we'd ever chased. Alistair threw a ball of force at this bandit. It was incredible. And it fell all the way down into the ravine. And he goes on for that story for a little bit, and then sort of comes to, oh, I'm sorry. I did mention earlier, if you wouldn't mind getting the young, the Estelar boy, and the shirtless. Oh, Todd, the shirtless one.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind. Some unorthodox as they are. I mean, who am I to judge? I am entering you in the boating competition, and I am hopeful that you will do well.
Whose boat? Who's captaining the boat?
Oh, that's you, dear boy, or you as a collective.
It's just the three of us.
Yes, it's not necessarily a professional, boating thing. It is rather, amateur. Nothing too high stakes. Although a little bit of high stakes for me.
Okay. Well, I spent most of my youth landlocked, right?
Well, then it's a good time to learn. Easy enough.
Okay.
You really just have to sail it straight, and if there's anything in the way, get out of the way.
Okay. Well, I guess hopefully Rory read some books about sailing.
All right. Yes, wonderful. Well, yes. Also, I should go look for them. But you are going to be taking the ball holder. Every boat has to have a ball holder. You're taking one of them across the lake. I should go find your ball holder.
Okay.
He says it without a single drop of irony. just smiles, wide-eyed, like this is his favorite competition of the year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. He points and he says, he points towards like the docks, and you can see some some servants and whatnot like getting different boats ready. It looks like there's 8 total, and it looks like the one that they're just mooring in as they're pulling it in. He goes, yes, that one's mine. Talk to your partners because it does not have a name yet, so you'll have to come up with your own. As he walks back into the party, and he says, please. Seriously, Victor, enjoy the party. Try to let loose, dear boy. He goes inside.
Victor doesn't know what that means. I mean, he knows what it, he's like, but I don't even begin to. Would I let loose? There's no.
What's that mean?
I must always maintain a grip. Always. What?
Why would I allow something to loose?
That seems counterintuitive to everything I know.
Is it it's the opposite of a flex, I guess. And then
back inside as we follow Sterling back inside. Rory, there's a tap on your shoulder as well. You saw the ivy tapping Victor earlier. You're not sure if it's entirely the same, but what would you do?
I'm gonna roll to see if I think that it would be. Great. So I will, thinking it's that, I will prestidigitate a little puff of air to like a little just.
You feel this puff of air past your shoulder, and you just hear you hear a voice, a female voice, go, "Oh God!
Oh my God! I'm so sorry."
I mean, neat trick.
No, I'm sorry. I thought it was something else.
You turn. It's Bellamy, your older sister.
Oh God.
She's. It looks like she's dressed fancy as the rest of the ball is as well.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was one of the vines. So sorry, Belle.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I mean, they're really weird.
Yeah, they're intrusive.
How you doing?
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
That's Rory's first. 19.
Wow. With a 19 total?
19 total.
Oh man, I rolled an 18 on the die. She doesn't have an ad for the.
I don't have an ad for insight. I rolled a 19.
Wow! So it's just rolls. So cool. Bellamy, give me actually. We can maybe take this out, but I need to pull up the. Just because I had a mental picture of this. Oh no. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Jay's staring at me. It's so scary.
We're gonna edit this out. It's okay.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah, we can say that on an actual camera.
Also, I'm loving how are you insight?
Siblings?
great.
No.
Just
My
the-
family? No.
Yeah,
That's the most.
He's very active.
That's a meme.
Just my.
That's a meme.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing
How are you
that's
doing?
ever happened.
That's so good.
Incredible. So she sort of looks at you, narrows her eyes a little bit. What did you say? I'm sorry. You said.
I don't think I said anything.
You didn't say anything.
I think she
the
said.
insight check. She goes,
said, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hey, how's it going?
And I said,
she's waiting for you.
"I don't get anything with
With
that tie."
I'll say with the insight check, it just looks like. I'll actually say with the insight check, it looks like she doesn't seem to have found anybody else to talk to, and happened to see you here, and you can tell that she's fishing a little bit for That's a little weird to see you out. Like, what's going on here?
And I didn't expect to see her here either, yeah?
No, I don't think you would have expected to see her here. I think, she would have probably been, probably either at home, like, resting, or, probably out with friends, probably not at some party like this.
I was like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't expecting to see you. Is it just you?
Morty's at home. I don't know where Mom and Dad are. What are you doing here?
Sterling brought us, and I guess he wants us to be in the competition, so we're gonna be on one of the boats.
Yeah.
Are you here for that too?
No, I'm probably gonna watch. I like watching the Wind Doves ship. Have you heard about it?
No.
The Wind Doves ship. They always talk a big game. But the Immortal Light, their ship, it's sunk pretty much every treacherous crossing for the past 3 years.
It's sunk?
Yeah, like it hits one of the obstacles, and there's no bailing out of it, so they end up just sinking. Everybody's fine. It's a very like safe, supervised competition, but yeah, they always talk a big game. So we always like watching to see what's gonna happen to the Immortal Light this year.
Oh man, yeah. Wait. So have you seen this before? I haven't really paid much attention previous years.
No, absolutely.
Any tips? Any thing I should be aware of?
Wow, you're like going when sometimes. Can I just like give you like a little tip?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like sometimes like your energy is like it's just
I need a word.
it's just so intense.
But I'm not.
Right. And I think you can like reflect that a little more. Like try asking me that again. Like try to do casual. Try to do it like you don't care.
Try casual. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Belle.
Yeah, what's up?
What are the weaknesses of other ships?
She rolls her eyes a little bit and just sighs.
Tell me what you know.
Okay, that's bad. You know what? At the very least, let's start there. Don't say that. There's no casual way to say that, bro. Okay, listen. The Immortal Light, like the main problem of the Immortal... You know what? Let's sit down.
Oh, is sitting more casual?
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I'm going to have you try it. I'm going to have you say it again sitting down.
Okay.
Okay? Oh, you know what? Hang on. And she waves over one of the waiters, and she gives like a 2 sign, and they nod, and they bring like 2 glasses of champagne, and they put it down in front of you. Okay, pick up the glass and okay, put it down. Okay. Again, try and do it. Okay, you're gonna feel so like self-conscious about this.
Okay. Yeah.
But and just be aware that that's okay. Okay? Just be comfortable being uncomfortable. I want you to pick it up so slowly. Like you think slow, I want you to think even slower than that. Okay? Here we go. Casual. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Interesting. What are you doing? What are you doing with your face as you're doing it? What are you doing?
Just repeating the notes.
Is it in pain? Are you in pain right now? Why can't you just... Oh boy. Oh. All right, as it's getting closer to you, and ask your question. 3, 2, 1.
Tell me what
The champagne gets on her. Oh no! She pulls out like a little handkerchief from the shoulder of her dress. No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'll casual. You know, you've gotten so good at it. Just clean it up.
Wow!
I'm sorry. You were.
Rory, you're
appreciate-
really good at magic.
No, I thank you for trying. I really appreciate you trying. I know it's not easy. I know a lot of people like sort of just see me as like a lost cause, and they sort of just like let things be and let me sort of stew and like spiral out of control. But I appreciate you.
Whoa! Hey! Take a breath. You're like, okay. Yo! You even breathe intense. What is going on, dude? Listen. You're spiraling right now.
I know.
You're spiraling.
I know.
It's okay. Look how cool this is. It's
Yeah.
all cool. You know what? Does this help? Because I think it'll help to know that like everybody here, she sort of lowers her voice. And like this is the first time that I think like she's not like, I think she was getting like a bit of amusement from like trying to get you to ask this question. But now it's like the first time you see like the persona Bellamy drop. And she's like, listen, I think what might help is what I have to remind myself a lot when we're doing all the networking stuff that Dad has me do. Everybody here right now is either so uncomfortable, like being here, like they don't want to be here either, or they're too stupid to realize it.
Some of them are probably both.
Some of them are probably both. She leans back, takes a sip from her champagne.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. What's a big sister for?
What is a big sister for?
Shit, I don't know. I think that's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I guess I always felt, we were so, all of us, me and Mordred were all sort of like, there was very little that was like sibling time.
I know. Well, we're never in the same, we're barely ever in the same room.
Yeah.
You know? I'm busy. I've got to pretend I'm, the golden child of the Estelars or whatever. I don't know. I think you're way smarter than me, and you're also freaking good at magic. So I think not long for this world. Not in a dying way. I just mean I'm not gonna be the golden child forever.
I don't think that Mom and Dad are gonna pin any sort of hopes on me,
What? Why?
Can I make an insight check again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible.
Terrible. What'd you roll?
4.
With a 4? I think Rory is a little conflicted in this moment. You do feel like this hesitation of why is Bellamy doing this? And I think your defensive walls are going up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also think in this moment, I think that is still enough to be you also realize what Bellamy said earlier. She hasn't really been around a lot. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
however you perceive your interactions with your parents or what they actually are, Bellamy doesn't really have a frame of reference for that.
Yeah. He has that and says, look, I don't know if, we never said this. I'm good PR for them. That's why I got adopted. I'm not, they're not going to attach anything to me. As soon as I don't need to be in their household, they're not going to, have you seen, look at, all of the family portraits of the last, I'm not in the ones that are displayed.
You really stun her into speechlessness. I think she's really, you can see her, staring off, thinking of all the family portraits. She's thinking about what you've said. she does know her parents, and you see her stop. Initially, you see her trying to like, I don't think that's. And then as you keep talking, she says, "Oh, wow. Can you make a Arcana check for me, please?" And I think you make those at advantage. Mm-hmm. Please make it at advantage.
Ooh, not my best. But it's still a 16.
A 16. Not my best, but still a 16 is pretty great. With a 16, as Bellamy's looking around, as Bellamy's taking in the words, and she's trying to find like some footing for herself again, all the PR training, trying to, it's an interesting thing. You see this like purple aura softly glow around her that seemed to have emanated from you as you portrayed the truth laid bare to her. And you can see it mixing with this attempt, however feeble of hers, to try and obscure that truth or to try and, rationalize it in some way. And I think in this moment, I think with the Arcana check as well, I think it's a sort of this function of like your patron's relationship of like, you're starting to notice more as you started to observe. I think this is the first time you're really noticing that you're starting to get this like detect magic, but for truth and for lies and sort of all of that spectrum in between. Bellamy sighs, and I think a longer amount of time has passed as you've contemplated that than you realize, and she's reached across the table and she's like grabbed your like forearms. Rory, listen. I know our parents aren't perfect, and I don't disagree with you about what's happened, but that doesn't change who you are now. It doesn't change what you're doing. So I think if you want, either do what you will, or prove them wrong. Prove that you should stay around. Prove you're the golden child. I could use some competition.
You're very good at competition.
I'm good at one thing. Bubble ball! Oh boy.
How do you do it?
We're gonna have to work on that too. Bubble ball!
Bubble ball!
You hear a couple other tables nearby. Oh, bubble ball! As you share this moment, does Rory, before I leave it, do you want to convey anything else in this moment as Rory, or?
I think the player is fascinated. Is like this idea of this detect measure is wild and very, very, very cool. And I think Rory is immediately like a little frightened by that possibility. Is trying not to think too hard about it, but also he has been trying to discern that for the last several months and realizes like what a potentially useful thing that could be, but also like is already spiraling of like, oh, but what if that is not correct? Like, what if that has been deceived, and so that it is I take something that's truth that is a lie, and like what is Avelia lying to me? Who's and all that, but I think is brought back to this moment of tenderness and honestness with their sibling that they've not really have not had very many of, if any, and is just kind of struck by that. And he's not the most socially adept, so I think is thinking about it in the background, but is kind of is happy to kind of be here in this moment more than he was expecting to be.
I will leave it with that for the time being. You have to get to the academic side of figuring this out some other time. Another voice interrupts you. Sterling Holloway comes to your table. Ah, Bellamy, wonderful to see you here. Wasn't expecting you here. Oh, hello, Mr. Holloway. Wonderful to see you as well. Hope Rory's doing good work at the Grimhold. Yes, it's a wonderful, proving to be more than worthy of the title of intern. Speaking of which, I hate to pull your brother away, but Rory, we have a boating competition to win.
All right.
As he beckons you up, you hear Bellamy go, "Good luck," and she smiles. She downs her champagne, stands up, and goes to the dance floor. Todd. you are pulling a crazy amount of shrimp into this bowl. You see a supervisor has like come over to the waiter now, and the whole jig is up. So the supervisor is like dispelling the spell on the enchantment on the glass. And just as that happens, they're cleaning up. You have like one little plate of food left, and a very slight 15-year-old kid in like a kind of ill-fitting suit and like one of those like Mozart like velvet frock coats,
right.
long coattails and like huge buttons, runs through the scene, trips on all the shrimp and like falls onto you. And he pulls himself up. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God! Did I ruin your? Where's your shirt?
Oh no! This thing I haven't had one the whole night, so you're okay. No, I'm fine.
Okay, for a moment I thought I destroyed the shirt.
No, you're fine. It's okay. You look like you're a little uncomfortable though, in that big weird coat that you have on.
I gotta tell you.
Are you supposed to be wearing that?
I gotta tell you, I think I'm hyperventilating in it.
Oh my gosh, it does look pretty stupid. And I mean that not on you, but I mean it just looks like you. It just looks like you shouldn't be wearing something like this because you don't look like you're. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a designer.
No.
And he works shrimp.
No, I think you're right. He grabs some of the shrimp from you and eats it as well. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Sav, by the way.
Sav?
Sav. Yeah.
Like the kind of stuff that like heals things when you rub, like when you put it on the.
No, that's salve.
Oh, salve.
Yeah.
But that has an L in it. What is your name? How do you spell your name?
S-A-V.
Okay. Okay. All right. Checks out.
Oh, thanks. What's
You're
your
all right.
name?
My name is Todd.
Oh, Todd. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Great. Oh.
Why are you? What makes you?
Oh, do you mind actually if we walk and talk? I'm supposed to meet somebody.
Sure.
Here, I'm a little late to the meeting actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful. You follow Sav. The camera follows Rory and Sterling. They head back outside to where Victor is. Victor, have you stayed looking at the lake?
Probably at the terrace, yeah.
Great. You are soon joined by Rory and Sterling. And he says, he comes back and he says, wonderful. Well, now that you're both here, I should just find Todd, and then I will need to find your ball holder. His name is Sav. And he he's supposed to be somewhere. He's running a little bit late. He pulls out like this pocket watch to see, check the time. And then a moment later, you see Todd walking out, and Sav is explaining, yeah, I've been the ball holder in a couple of the previous competitions. In the first one, I was on the Immortalite when it famously sank. But I held the ball all the way down to the bottom of the Everclear.
And Todd's like honestly enraptured. He's like, "Oh, very cool. What got you interested in balls in the first place? Like ball holding and like."
It's just a very it's something that I've always wanted to just the one day if I were to win, it would be such a crowning moment of glory for me, and I feel like people won't laugh at me anymore.
Oh, they'll still laugh at you. That's just life, buddy. But not you particularly. People just like to laugh at things in general. Like I get laughed at, which is great, and I love it. So you should enjoy it.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
actually. Oh.
You know, people laugh
That's
at
actually
you.
a really cool
It just means they're
outfit.
paying attention to you and they're having a good time. So things could be worse. You could be like that guy, and he just points over to like a bent over, crooked old, like just an old man who just looks like he's in constant pain. Like that guy must be in a lot of pain. His life must suck.
And the old man looks at you. The old man looks at you from across the way, and he just goes, "My wife died." He walks away.
And I look at the kid and I go, "See, you don't have a wife that died." Okay, it's good to be laughed at.
Sav just looks at you wide-eyed, like he's met either the wisest or the craziest man in the world. Yes, absolutely. Sterling says, "Yes, there he is. Hello, Sav. Come over here. Meet your captain and your navigator. And it looks like one of the oarsmen is going to be right here. Todd, wonderful that you can all join."
Or what?
What?
Or when you said oarsmen, or what?
Yes.
I think because Rory couldn't help Todd, he's been like trying to. I think maybe because you spelled out that thing, so I think maybe they've had time of like talking out. And so I'm also go like O-A-R.
O-A-R. Like the thing you row the boat with.
My goodness, you're quite the intern.
Right.
Yes, wonderful. He points again to the
you.
same boat,
I've-
Victor. That's your boat there. And the competition will be in a little while. So hopefully, grab some last plates of food if you need them, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. But
Could we get just a weird request? If there's any left over, could we get like a plate of shrimp or something?
I'll see what I can do. Yes.
Thank you.
The shrimp is delicious. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh,
I've had a
okay.
few.
Oh, you've had a few.
Yeah.
You should really
I
try.
think he burps up a whole shrimp.
without missing a beat, Sterling goes, "It's enchanted, you know."
I know. It has. The whole evening has been.
He bows, and then he walks off.
I just, as he goes off, I'll message him. Go, if you can make a plate be near the finish line, I think that might help Todd.
Sterling nods as he heads off. Sav turns to the three of you. "Oh, great! So I hear you're the ones who are going to put the immortal light to shame."
Wait, what are we doing?
Didn't the Immortal Light sink?
Yeah, they keep naming the ship. It's like, in
Oh,
parentheses.
the new Immortal Light.
Yeah, it would be the new Immortal Light, Immortal Light First Class, the...
No, keep going.
Immortal Light 2...
The Golden Army.
Yeah. Immortal Light Apocalypse. That one was my favorite, actually. It really rolls out.
Rise of the Immortal Light.
Yeah.
Todd's like nodding and laughing along, like knows what he's talking about. Yeah,
Back in the habit.
Yeah. Electric Boogaloo. That one.
Judgment Day.
The original Immortal Light sank. But yeah, the Immortal Light's never won, despite how many times it's been in the competition.
What competition?
The sailing one.
We're
What's
gonna.
the sailing competition?
We have to take a thing across the lake. There's gonna be stuff that's gonna try and stop us. Sav's gonna hold a thing. We need to get that thing in our boat to the other side.
Thank you for being specific. Sounds great.
Got you, buddy.
Well, there's nothing else that I can really do. That's the only thing I should probably tell you. Once I'm holding the ball, can't do anything else really. I guess I could do other things with my other hand, but it really helps if I have the other hand ready to just in case anything goes wrong here.
Maybe just start with two hands.
Oh my God. He just immediately starts practicing like, oh, wow. Do you all do anything else in this moment?
We have to name the boat, guys.
Oh. Well,
How about winner? Because, we want to win, right? Wouldn't we name something that we want? It doesn't have to be winner. I'm just saying we want to win.
We
So,
do want to win.
I have no complaints with winner.
I don't know. I'm up for other options too, but
I like winner.
winner.
I'm writing it down.
W-I-E-N-E-R. Winner.
No. That's not what it. No.
Yeah, W-I-E-N-E-R. Winner. That's how you spell winner.
Rory.
That's how you
Rory
win.
said.
Yeah.
Roy, you taught me that. Didn't
Yeah,
you?
I'll show you.
I before E except
I'm
after
gonna-
C.
You can like prestidigitate like a symbol on a wall. I'll do that with like, so that, what you just did is that. This is winter. Can you notice the difference? Now, how do you think, if this is winter and this one that you just said, how do you think that one's pronounced?
Also winner.
No, so we, it's going to be a we, yeah, the I-E is going to
we-einer.
be we.
Oh, we einer. Why we einer?
Do I teach you wiener? No. It's wiener.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Why would you say that? And he like rubs it off. And he's just looking at Rory like,
You rubbed off the wiener?
couldn't help it.
You gotta ask before you rub off somebody
It's
else.
hard. It's too hard.
You gotta
That
ask
is hard.
first, Todd. You
That's
gotta
not an
ask.
easy word.
I know, it's not easy. Sometimes you just got, okay.
All right, I gotta say it 25 times or it's mine. Wiener, winner, wiener, winner, winner. Okay, wiener, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I got it.
While he's doing this 25 times, I'm gonna look at Sav, like practicing the ball, and I go to Victor and I go, can you be honest with me?
Sure.
Is that how people see me? I think being like 2 years older and being like, this kid's not cool, and then be like, wait a second.
This kid, in that moment, as you assess him, Victor, he is working with a mimed ball. Like, it's not there.
Oh my God.
And you watch him mime dropping it. Like, he just goes, and you watch him mime going like to go pick it up, and he accidentally kicks it further away from him. He sort of like trods into the water a little bit. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. He says sorry to the water. He comes back. Okay, super cool this time.
Be honest.
Possibly. But that's not how I see you.
Go. Yeah.
And Todd's like, you wanna know how I see you?
How's that, Todd?
Like this.
Your eyes. Yep. And remember, eyes. There's
for
the I, the
E.
letter, and then there's the
Eyes,
eyes.
I-E-Y-E is this one, and I is this one. Got it.
Almost.
I hate to leave this scene because it's my favorite scene I've ever seen. But as Sav continues practicing holding the ball, a little later, some leftovers are brought towards the feast. You see like a couple people taking some boats and also some carriages like out across to the other side of the lake to head off. You can see some like fog lights going up on the far side of the lake to indicate where you're heading. It is starting to, the evening mist is starting to roll in. And as you prepare, the other boats start to line up and prepare for the competition. You see the young Wind Dove son take his place on the Immortal Light, and you can see him like whisper to his ball holder. It looks like a very similarly like sized and aged kid to Sav. You can see him like pretty audibly, like no roll necessary. You can see him say, "Don't you fuck it up this time." As he pushes the kid forward and he like hands him this golden glowing ball for him to hold, and the kid just heads to the mast of the boat or to the front of the boat, and Galapagos Wind Dove heads onto his ship, and he turns and he says, "You will all feel the wrath of the Immortal Light this season. I hope some of your wishes are to do better next year."
See how close is this at a distance?
I think you guys are getting pretty close because you're setting up your boat. So like you're like in like the starting lineup pretty much. Yeah.
Is there a? I could also ask this of Sterling if he's around. But like, are boats allowed to interfere with each other, or is it just the obstacles?
They usually are. They usually will either way. There used to be rules about like not doing that. You know, they've tried to regulate it, but there really is no regulation on the open sea. So you can mess with each other as much as you like, but it is also important to manage your resources to survive the whatever obstacles might be out there as well. So yeah, it's a risk reward. Anything else?
I think Todd sees what happens with the other kid, and he goes over to what's it?
Sav?
Sav, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's like, hey, did Sav see that too or no?
Yeah, Sav saw that. You could see he's a little shaken. He's a little bit used to Galapagos' like attitude towards the whole competition. So, but you could see him like,
Yeah. All right. See, so Todd goes up to him and goes, hey, he goes, set that ball down right now. Set it down for a second.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't yet. Yeah.
Look at me in the. And Todd stops for a second. And I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Whatever that kid just heard, that's the opposite for you, man. You got this. You're going to kick some ass. You're going to take some names. Just have a great time. You just got to enjoy yourself while you do it, but we're going to win, right? What's the name of this boat?
The wiener?
Yes. And wieners never lose.
Right. He smiles at you, Todd. He goes. He kind of like chokes back a tear a little bit, and he just goes, "You're a really good teacher, Todd."
Thank you. Well, you're good at what you do too, so don't forget it. We're going to need you on this, so just give it your all, and we got the rest. Just have yourself a good time. And remember, if you ever, I'm sorry I forgot, but it'll come to me. But when it does, I'll come let you know.
Okay.
As you were.
Thank you.
As Todd is giving him that speech,
Yes.
I'm going to just brush him and give him a guidance so he even feels a little bit bolstered beneath this inspirational.
That's the D4, yes? Incredible.
That was really inspiring. Was it? I really felt it.
Oh, well, that's good.
You see him as you pass the subtle guidance along, as he finishes listening to Todd. He feels that you could see like his posture change a little bit, and you see him grasp the ball with both hands, and you could see him give it a little squeeze, and the ball reacts to it. So you could see like it's this softly glowing gold ball. When he squeezes it, it like illuminates just a little bit more, and he goes, "I got this. All right, team, let's go." And he holds the ball aloft. How are you three preparing here on the boat? You can trade off, like basically steering the boat. The others can assist, or they can, as you were saying, like you can try and interfere with the other boats, or just prepare for the obstacles or anything like that. But what would you all like to be doing in general?
So, question: how does this boat move? Is it a sail? Is it just row?
Yeah,
Is it a combo?
It's kind of a combination of both. You could see it's one of those single sail boats, but you can see if for some reason like the wind dies down or whatever, you want to give it an extra push. There are like oars, like oar places for it as well. So you can do both. They're all pretty small boats, sloops or whatever. Is that right? Did I get that?
Would there be checks associated with piloting it?
Yes, yeah. It can either be like a strength or dexterity check, like you're just raw, moving the boat, or if you have like some sort of proficiency with vehicles or anything like that, you can add it to like your intelligence or wisdom check.
We add our proficiencies to intelligence and wisdom.
If you have
As
a
a
proficiency for vehicles or something like that.
Oh, I see.
Or, you know what, also, I'll say if you have a proficiency in survival.
Actually, I do.
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, so
athletics?
Yeah, your athletics and dex are going to be the best of the
so
group.
I definitely should do something physical. I'll go do some, or I'll pull all the strongest looking people I can find, and
Yeah.
we'll go hit the oars.
But I'm not going to be able to add a proficiency to that.
What do you need
so-
proficiency for?
I don't have water vehicles.
Oh.
So I don't know. So just to clarify, without proficiency, could I still use intelligence, or does it make more sense to rely on just trying to clarify?
I think it would make more sense for them if you can add your intelligence proficiency if you have
the
proficiency for vehicles or survival.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
So I should probably steer because I have a survival.
Yeah, survival.
I have a survival too, but mine's is plus.
And it would be different things
Mine's also
of
plus
steering versus rowing.
Rowing,
That's not-
if you did a strength-based rowing and then intelligence or wisdom-based survival to steer, it would basically be like you'd basically be rolling with advantage to
I go back
clear
and
the
forth
DC.
between because I have athletics too. I feel like
Yeah.
that help with sales and stuff like that
yeah,
too.
if you want. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll kind of
totally
man
works.
both stations as needed,
Absolutely.
or be part of them.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think let's at the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's both row,
Okay.
because we're built for this.
Okay.
Rory, and you can just guide, and then
I-
I'll jump into the.
Yeah, I can guide, and I don't think I'm not going to be able to like blow things out of the way like Brick can, but I think I can, at the very least, I can protect Sav, and we'll see what else.
At this, before we started talking about this, I grabbed Sav by the shoulder and brought him into the circle. Yeah.
Oh.
So we're huddled as a 4-man team here.
Hi. And he's just been listening to you guys like deliberate this basically, and he's like, "This all sounds great, guys. You guys sound like you really know what you're doing."
Well, but you've seen this, you've done this, so if you have any tips, you let us know.
I'll try and keep my eyes out for anything coming up.
Yeah. Great. You just stay safe, keep that safe, and don't freak out. And then I look like him, and I will minor illusion the ball as well while we're out of combat, and those don't. Yeah.
Whoa.
And so I'm gonna. So you might see more of this. You might see a couple of me, but we're gonna. So if anybody starts focusing on you, I'll take it.
Oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Great. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. He like, go team, and he like runs to the front of the boat.
That's good.
Incredible. Unless there's anything else to prepare.
I think we're good.
Incredible. Like a loudmouth Triton bard stands at the front of the competition. Welcome to the treacherous crossing here on the Everclear Lake. This competition must end at midnight as we say goodbye to the wanderer across the skies. Boats to your starting lines. Crews to your starting positions. This competition ends when one ship crosses the finish line. Good luck to the Wayfairly, the Greenfinch, the Darwin, the Halberd, the Grey Widow, the Raft King, the Immortalite. You hear a few boos.
Boo.
And the winner! And you actually hear like a few people like, oh, they're already announcing the winner? Like, I think they get a little confused. But they start to cheer, and then as they see you all, like Sav is waving, you see them like,
a fist, yeah.
yeah, you see them like, oh, okay, all right, fine, all right. Incredible. The starting pistol is fired into the air. It's just the Triton just prestidigitates like firework. And you push off. Please, you, Victor and Todd are gonna make the first round of checks.
As they do, I just yell, "There's shrimp on the other side, Todd!"
Oh my god!
Incredible.
This is for shrimp and for my friend Barbie. I want to get the shrimp to Barbie. Gotta put a shrimp on another Barbie. This is
Oh
for
my
Barbie.
god.
That's for you. All right. We're rolling.
This
what are we
is a
rolling?
skill check.
So this is the skill check. So you can roll. You're rolling athletics, and you're
right.
rolling.
I'll also roll athletics
okay, great.
because we're both rowing.
Oh,
I'm going to roll
perfect. Great,
yeah,
great.
I'm going to roll.
Yeah.
Are we adding anything aside from our athletics, or is that? I think that's
It's
it,
your,
right?
whatever your total.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You should also.
19.
Incredible. Both pass the DC. You push off. You start actually with a really strong headwind, or with a really strong, like good stream with the rowing. I'm gonna roll for the rest of them. Oh, okay. The Immortalite pushes off as well. Quite fast, you hear Galapagos go like the wind, and the boat sails as well. The other boats have a little bit of a false start, and a couple of them don't even leave the dock. It looks like one of the sails, the sail on the Halberd rips immediately, and they're immediately sent into panic mode. So you've already left one ship in the dust. Or in the wet dust. Water dust. We are going to go into the first, we're going to go into the second skill check. So basically, with 8 boats, I'm going to say it's 8 total skill checks to cross the boat. If you fail one of these, that is when you are going to encounter the obstacle that arises from the lake. So go ahead and roll your second set of skill checks. This can be whatever you're rolling, athletics or the.
We had a good start, and the golden light the Immortal Light is still kind of
The Immortal Light's like-
is still we're kind of slightly
Yeah.
leading this pack at the moment.
Yes, because they rolled a 19 for theirs, so I'm gonna say you guys are like more or less neck and neck right now. Yeah. Rory, I will also allow you if you would like, because you can offer guidance to one of them if you so choose.
Absolutely.
In this moment. So go ahead and roll your second skill check.
I think
I will give you guidance.
Okay, let's keep rolling. I think I feel like it's pretty good right now with this rolling.
Add a D4.
I'm going to use my D4. Come on.
That's a D6.
Oh, thank you. So I get to read just the diamond one. Thank you. That's better. Okay, so that for me is a total of 14.
Yeah, I got 16.
Nice.
14 just meets the DC on the second skill check. It remains pretty even. And you can hear Sav at the front of the boat go, "Nothing so far. It looks pretty clear. Clear seas all the way."
Thanks, Sav.
Third skill check.
All right, clean and clear and under control.
Ooh.
Wait, was that clear still?
I think so. I was going to give guidance to Todd. I don't know.
Okay.
But it would,
Okay.
You can give guidance.
I was going to go back and forth.
So guidance gives me advantage.
D4.
Gives you a D4.
Oh, D4.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's keep.
Advantage would be if you choose to rage at some point.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep.
Can
I'm
I can
gonna
rage
keep
during
rowing.
this, right? If I want.
Yeah, you can if you want,
Because
yeah.
then I get
Yeah,
advantage on strength.
absolutely.
And then I can, yeah.
So I get this, which
22.
is
22.
oh lovely. And I got 9 plus 6, 15.
15.
Thank you for that.
So the 22. So the DC goes up. So it was a 15 on that one. So it is a 22. With the 22, were you steering or were you still rowing?
I'm still rowing.
You're still rowing. Incredible. You actually have to pick up the slack a little bit from Todd, who just meets the DC. The Immortal Light is the Immortal Light's falling behind. Galapagos's crew is scattering a little bit. You can hear him starting to bark orders to get it together.
Galapagos is who to Calabar? Is that his son?
That's his son.
His son. Got it.
You could see two other boats, the Wayfairly and the Green Finch, are also now catching up to you. Go ahead and make the fourth skill check.
Are you going to...
I'm deciding whether or not to
gonna
rage or not.
I'm
'cause
going
I don't know
to-
if I need it right away.
I'm gonna switch to survival to the steering because I want to conserve strength just in case we need it at the last legs.
I think you can, I would say, just so you're aware of this determines your choice, the DC is now 16.
Regardless of which skill?
Regardless of which skill, yes.
50-50 chance
yeah.
of...
Then I guess if it's just the same skill,
Yeah.
then we can keep
Keep
rowing.
it.
Yeah.
And are you...
I have 50-50 chance of hitting it or not with my plus 6. So...
Yeah, me too. So like, yeah.
Do you
if
want...
wanna
But do you...
Oh, I'm gonna...
wait, where this
I'm gonna
is?
risk it. I'm gonna...
This is.
I don't think I
this
need
is
to rage.
4
This is 4
out of 8.
of 8. Yeah.
And
You're
you'll be
halfway
able to
home.
keep your rage through the...
I can keep my rage through the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, in that case...
Or if I need to, like, hurt him, I will.
I think you
Sacred
don't
flame. Sacred flame.
Yeah, I think you can rage for this. I'll allow it for like
Okay,
the.
so I'll
like,
just get
to rage for
advantage
the-
on my strength.
I'll just say, like, they're going to get the shrimp first, Todd.
Guidance. Todd rages. Incredible. Go ahead and roll your skill checks. Going for a 16.
I can. His guidance is for
D4, yeah.
I don't need it, but like, can I hold it?
Yeah, you can
Okay, great. I'll hold it then. I got 21.
21.
I also have 21.
A 21, both. You start to pull ahead of the Galapagos. Winner! You see Galapagos like, immortalize! But he's like got like no rhythmic awareness. So he's like,
this is a good name. It totally.
Immortal light, and you hear the rest of his team like immortal light, immortal. You see Sav like inspired by this, like the such a high clear. Sav just turns and goes, "The name's stupid. It's so stupid." And he holds forward. He just holds the ball even tighter and even higher up. A couple of the other boats have pulled ahead with a natural 1. You see the Wayfarerly hit just like these like pop-up coral reefs just pop up, hit the boat, and the Wayfarerly, you just see a couple of the sailors at the front just saluting as they sink down. Go ahead and make the 5th one.
All right.
I'll just keep
I've got advantage,
inspired.
so-
Yeah, so I'll just keep saying like, yeah, they're gonna close the buffet if we don't get there soon. 24.
Incredible.
Instead of taking damage, I'll just continue.
Yeah, that's right. That's you got it. Rory's
13,
smart.
so I failed on that one.
That's a fail. So that was number 5. So that's 18. You see the Immortalite, despite their discrepancies, they are starting to pull ahead with that one, and you see, and actually because that's under, I'm gonna say you hit one of the minor, one of these minor obstacles. You see this whirlpool start to appear, and Sav immediately yells out, "It's a whirlpool! We're gonna have to pull out of it. We're gonna have to either steer away from it or speed up." You can do one or the other, or you can also, I will say, Rory, you can also attempt to try and dispel the whirlwind or the whirlpool. It is magic, yes.
Yes. I will try to do that. Yeah, I will try to dispel it.
You're gonna roll. It's a DC 15.
DC 15. Okay, so just need a 10 or higher. I got it. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
On a nat 20, can I use the speed of it
Yes.
to dispel it at a time to give us a
Can
little?
I be like, your parents will be so proud of you?
You basically you basically reset the whirlpool a little bit to slingshot you and it pushes you forward. You clear Galapagos' ship and a couple of the other boats. The other boat immediately, you sort of you dispel it for your boat to pass, and as you're looking behind, the Darwin gets caught in another one. It gets recast basically, and you see that one start to whirlpool real fast. And we're on number 6. The DC is now 20.
Oh, okay.
You're raging.
Rage, okay.
You've got the guidance.
Guidance.
Oh, nat 20.
What?
What was that, 26?
26.
I'm gonna
but a nat
fail,
20,
yeah.
incredible.
But a nat 20
First
might help
roll.
us some.
So 15 total, which is a fail, but 15.
Okay, with a 15, with the nat, I'm gonna say with the nat 20, that carries you. You do not have to deal with an obstacle on this roll, on this skill check. So we're moving on to number 7. Yeah, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited. I'm in it.
Todd just has 2 shrimps in his eyes. Just rotating.
They are whirlpooling.
Yeah, they're whirlpooling.
Winner, shrimp dinner.
And you're doing the Looney Tunes thing where you're looking at the rest of the crew
Yeah, everyone
and
looks
they're
like a giant, giant prawns.
of course.
I see the giant prawn with the ball in his hand.
Yeah. He's holding
Giant
it's
prawn
the
at the
champagne
wheel.
glass from earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rory is red.
Right,
It's maybe a
right.
lobster.
right. All shellfish.
With the nat 20, you see a couple of these mermaids that were waiting in the water. They're basically conjured elementals or conjured beings or whatever, and they reach out and are screaming above the surface of the water to grab the boat. You hear the nails dig into the sides of your boat as they scrape alongside. But they do not grab onto it. They can't slow it down. They don't stop it. The boat sails right through as you two continue. You're still doing the oars, right?
Yeah.
Both of you?
I feel like
You
we're
basically
we're just
hit the
fire.
mermaids. You're they're and you're just hitting them. And they just the boat bump. Yeah. They just get
Die
oar slapped and they just fall back into the water. And we're on. The final skill check, the DC for the final skill check is 22.
Okay.
It jumps up 2 for this last one.
Okay.
You got this, guys?
Okay, 14. 24.
24. What'd you roll?
Happy birthday to you.
With incredible poetic justice, we are going to have to pause here because the next thing that happens is a little unexpected. And then we are also going to have to roll initiative after this. But we'll be right back with a map. The crew of the winner, as you are pulling into the final stretch, Sav yelling words of encouragement and also words of discouragement back to Galapagos as they are being left behind by you three. You four, I should say, including Sav. You continue to row and row and row. Victor and Todd pushing themselves to the limit. Todd literally raging to make this happen. Rory yelling words of encouragement, guiding as needed, basically making sure both of them are okay. At the last moment, as you're heading in, Victor and Todd fall out of rhythm for just one moment. And at this speed, the difference is so profound. You feel like you instantly run aground on something. Instantly. It is also broad, bright daylight. Your ship runs aground on this island. Instead of the finish line where you feel like you should have pulled into, to the crowd cheering, you are met with just peaceful seaside, beach, wind and breeze, a quiet surf that has brought you into this island. Sav looks around, still holding the ball as tightly as he can. Guys, what the heck is this? What happened? I've done this competition a bunch of times. This has never been an obstacle. I don't know what this is. Is this real? Is this real?
Detect
Yeah, about to say, Rory, what do you see?
Detect magic. As you detect magic, there is, I cannot think of the school of magic this would be, so I'm basically going to explain the thing that is happening in this moment. Your ship has crashed into this pocket dimension that has been pulled into this space. It is larger than the space that you were occupying in the real world. As you look to the edges of the beach where you would expect the horizon to be, you can see the night sky of Wild Country. You can see the finish line. And the thing that you notice is that everything outside of this island has slowed to a crawl. You could see the other boats behind you who were going almost as fast as you were, a little bit slower, but still, quite fast, have all slowed down in this moment. And I will say, just with this detect magic, as you're thinking about that, as you're putting that together, it is about a minute to midnight.
Okay. All right, so we're slightly out of space. We're more out of time, but we're not in a panic because of them, but we are in a panic because midnight is fast approaching, so we got to find a way out of here.
Sure.
We have to get off the island?
What's ahead of us?
Ahead of you right now, you've basically run aground onto the island. So this, basically what's on the map is you're seeing this. So you're seeing like the horizon, and you're seeing like what looks like this like fake like billboard poster of the horizon. You don't have detect magic, so you don't have a means of like seeing beyond that. All you can see is like, oh, it just kind of stops, So you can't see anything beyond that at the moment.
Okay. Rory, which way do we go?
Technically, that is forward. We are still there. And can I test what happens if I throw like an Eldritch Blast?
You send an Eldritch Blast. You have the distance to do it. It hits the wall, and it's basically like a shield that takes it, just absorbs it.
All right. Well, we gotta find. Maybe let's fan out and see what we can find. There's got to be some way out of here.
Okay. Oh, we gotta hurry.
Yeah.
You start to explore. Is there anywhere specific you would like to go? I will allow you in this moment to basically get to where you would like to be on the island, roughly.
And we are
without proper cost of movement.
And we have banked on the island, right? Or
So you're like here, basically. Yeah.
Sorry, from my angle, it's so hard to see. What is this more white object?
So this here is a rock wall. It looks like there's just this stone, like a Pride Rock kind of situation. Like just goes up this way. On the other side, if you could see this, there's a waterfall. There's a similar stone.
Oh, that's
There's a similar stone embankment there. You can see the waterfall empties into like this landlocked lake in the middle, and then there's a small rocky rise here onto like kind of a beach-esque platform there in between the trees. And as I said, I'll just mark with my new present.
Yes.
I'll just mark where your boat would be.
I mean, your week-old present.
My week-old present.
The magic of you two.
Yeah, I'm not completely frazzled from just doing all of this in one night. Wherever you would like to be, I will allow this in like a free round of like movement, basically. If there's anywhere specific you would like to place yourselves initially.
Can Todd do a thing where he's got with his athletics? Can he go to the front of the ship, the port, right? The port of the ship, is that right?
On the left side?
Yeah. And I think he wants to sort of like, can he do a thing where he kind of like jumps to the rock to like kind of like take a leap to see if he can get to either the top or like close to the top, so he can like hop on and like scale it and see what's up above there?
Yeah, you can give me an athletics check.
Okay.
I'll say you're still raging, so if you want to do it at advantage, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
While you're rolling that, Rory?
Oh my, yeah, that's right. I have my boots.
Oh my god.
On my inventory. Where are you, little boots? Boots of striding and springing. While you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet unless walking speed is higher. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
Great. So you can, your maximum jump height would be 18 feet, because it's 3 times what you could do like a high jump. This is 25 feet, so you can get about most of the way up.
Most of the way up? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
So give me the athletics check. You can do it at advantage, just to hold on.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
just
you
to be able to
jump. The jump requires no roll now, but to hold on to the rock.
Todd doesn't say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
He just is like, just takes the running leap
Immediately.
off and just jumps.
As you're doing that, Rory, where would you like to?
Well, I think this is happening so quickly I'm disembarking. I want to see how this goes,
great.
because if he doesn't, I might
Absolutely.
double up on that. But
Okay, so 21.
21, incredible. Yeah. So you're starting this ascent, or you're almost finished with the ascent. You're 18 feet up. You have about 7 to 10 more feet to go. What are you doing, Rory?
I'll say, yeah, Todd, see what you can see from up there. I'm gonna go check out this little pool, and I'd like to go to the edge of the pond, the pool, peer in.
I'm gonna be right behind Rory.
Be right behind Rory.
Sav, stay on the boat.
Sav stays on the boat. I'm gonna mark Sav with this little yellow
So
guy.
you don't want to spread out?
tied.
I don't know if we.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're looking for, but it might be anywhere.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm gonna get Todd up there. Rory, make an investigation check for me, please.
27.
Yeah, this is screaming trap in my head, and so.
Jeez. The first thing with a 27, the first thing that you would note as you look down, the lake is deceptively deep. So as you're looking down, you're like, this is some dark water. You realize you can't see the bottom. The water's quite clear, but you do not see any discernible bottom at the edge here. Also with a 27, you can see that there are some marine life, some fish swimming in the water. And they are, I will say, with your detect magic still up, because I think that fits. You look down and you can see that the fish are in an incredible state of undeath. So they are swimming in this water, treating it like they're just living their life. They have been living this for an eternity.
Is the water giving necromancy?
The water itself is not. Okay. Yeah, the water itself does not seem to be enchanted with anything.
The fish in this very deep pool are undead.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, I will relay that. There are some dead fish, but they're living. They're undead fish. But this is very deep. I don't know if we could pull the boat down and through. I don't know if that's the way out. It doesn't. The depth of the water is not reminiscent directly of the lake we just left, is it?
I'll say with a 27. It looks like it's also fresh water, like the lake is. In terms of if they're exactly similar, I don't think you would know.
Yeah, that is totally fair.
Yeah, but it's a fair assessment. Like it's not the craziest thing. I'll leave you with that to decide, Victor, if you think of anything.
Yeah, can we roll perception on like the tree line?
You can roll perception. Yeah, you're looking like kind of out here, basically. Yes, go ahead.
No, that's not too bad. Ooh, that's a perception. Okay, 13 straight roll.
13 perception. In addition to the trees and this like fake horizon that just seems to stop in the middle of the island, it almost looks like, I'll say with a 13, you can see that like the horizon kind of cuts off the island, literally. It looks like it's butting up against the actual reality, like what Rory explained. It looks. Oh.
I think they buzzed somebody else next door. Somebody,
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine. You can see that the I forgot what I was saying.
the island bisects because it gets cut off with the
The
wall.
island is bisecting with reality, so you could see that like now you can kind of see that horizon where it stops is like where it joins back. But at the moment, as you saw from the Eldritch Blast,
There's no way. Yeah, it's
impenetrable,
not impenetrable.
as far as you can tell. Also with a 13, I will say on the horizon, on this like on the edge of this platform, there seems to be like this like rocky outcropping that like is separate from this rocky outcropping. It looks like there's just like a solitary like rock there, or like a boulder, but it's a little hard to judge the distance.
Sure.
I'll leave you guys there for the moment if you want to think about the next thing. Todd, completing this move, you make it to the top with your like next movement.
Right.
What would you like to do here at the top?
So what can I see? In my passive perception is 10. What can I see? Just right off the bat.
I'll give you an actual. I'll keep the passive perception in mind, but give me an actual perception roll.
check?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a perception check.
Okay, I think it's I don't have anything fancy for it. Oh, I'm strong, but I ain't perceptive. I'm 2.
Is that a 2? Okay, so it's lower than your passive. I'll say with just a passing glance as you crest the top of this rock, you could see that this like rocky outcropping leads down onto this sandy shore beach. You can see the boulder that Victor sees as well. You don't know that Victor's looking at it as well, but you can see that it is like it looks like it's been laid in the ground. Like it looks like either
there?
What? Sorry.
Like placed?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like it's placed. Maybe it rolled off of this outcropping into where it is, but you, even with like just the passive perception, you could tell like there is no path that it rolled down. It looks like it was just like placed there. With that, I am going to say, as I said, there's about a minute to midnight. So now that I've given you this free round of like this like just rough assessment of your situation, I am going to put the clock on the board. There are 10 rounds to get across the finish line by midnight.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have you all roll initiative.
Oh. Let's hope this.
Sorry,
party
what is
doesn't get-
the boulder that
Yes.
it looks like it is being placed is like how big?
I think if you talk to Victor, Victor would say it's probably about like 10 feet across.
Okay.
But the distance, since the perception checks were fine, the 10 feet is like a rough estimate, and if you get closer, it may be bigger.
Gotcha. And it is out. Sorry, I was trying.
No, you're fine.
It is outside the edge of. It is in this pocket dimension,
Yes,
or
it's in the pocket dimension. Yes.
But over
Is that
by
on the
beach.
map, or is that just a?
It is not on there yet. It's something. Yeah, that's something there.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's hear some rolls. Victor.
18.
Incredible. Rory.
15.
15. And Todd.
So it was 17, and I looked down again, and it was a 3. So I don't know if I bumped it. Can
Roll
I
again.
re-roll? Can I do a re-roll? Okay, let's do a re-roll. Okay, so 12.
12. Okay. I'm going to have Sav roll for Nish, just so they're included, just in case anything needs to happen there. Sav rolled a 6. He's just a boy. All right. So Victor, Rory, Todd, and then I need one for Sav. Sav does not have one here. But we are going to start the rounds. Victor, what are we doing first?
Okay. Rory, this is either some type of a puzzle we got to figure out or something we got to kill. So you're the puzzle guy. I look at the rock that's sitting there. And it's like, I'm taking a guess, dude, and cast a firebolt cantrip at the rock.
At the rock.
The boulder that that 10-foot wide boulder. we just
Incredible.
saw.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. +1. 17.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
This is a D10, right?
Yeah.
Great. So is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. The other one's just your percentile.
So 8.
8 points of damage, and that was fire.
Fire.
bolt?
Yeah, full.
Okay.
Yeah, fire damage.
Firebolt fires off. You hit that boulder. There is a moment's pause, and then you start to hear the boulder rumbling in the ground.
Rory, I guessed right.
Do you want to do anything else with your turn, Victor?
No, because I am currently by Rory at the
Yeah,
boat.
you're
so
by- you're
so
by
I
Rory.
would say like how much? What's the distance I am to that thing? The whatever I just hit.
Oh, good.
Probably about. I mean, the cantrip's 120. I knew it was probably in that range, but
It's about 70, 75.
oh, okay. So then I will definitely move my. Seeing that I have probably I guessed correctly, I'm going to just move right towards.
Straight towards?
Yeah.
Cool. 5, 10, 30?
Yes. Yeah.
30. Cool. You got about there. Rory.
Okay. Dead necromantic fish, the rumbling stone. Does it look like it is animating as it is rumbling, or it's just like it's vibrating?
I would say you would know that it's animating. yeah.
Animating.
It looks like it's been awakened.
Cool. I'm gonna try and do some damage and get 2 pieces of knowledge, or a piece of knowledge. I'm going to summon those 2 balls of white phosphorus. I'm gonna send one at the waterfall because I want to see if it moves through or if it
okay.
impacts in the
Yeah.
sense of like, does that end there or is that something? And then I will move into a position where I can see this animating boulder and throw the other one at it.
Sure. Do you want to move around? Do you want to move around the lake this way or this way?
I will move around the lake clockwise.
Cool.
And
30
my
feet
movement
as well?
is, 30 feet. Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get around to the lake here. You get around, you fire one forward, you fire one towards the waterfall. Can you make your attack rolls for both of those, please?
Yes. Against the rock. What's my bonus? It's a 12.
A 12 does not hit.
And then 27 against the waterfall.
Incredible.
Which honestly, I'm fine not doing the damage because I want to not. It would have been worse if I felt unclear about the information.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like I'm going to be clear about the information.
Now it's gonna be unambiguous. Cool. The two Eldritch Blasts go off. You see it get absorbed by something as the rock animates. It's almost like it vibrates the Eldritch Blast off. Like no, force damage. And then
Blast off.
blast off. Yeah. You see it starting to rise out of the ground, and the Eldritch Blast through the waterfall. You cast it through the water, and you see the water like beaded curtains open to allow the Eldritch Blast through. The Eldritch Blast disappears. Like it goes beyond your field of vision and disappears into like darkness.
I'll just yell, Victor. You deal with him. I'll see what that's about.
Okay. The water. You also see. I'll say the water also closes back up as the Eldritch Blast disappears. Todd, you are next.
All right, so a couple quick questions.
Yes.
How far away am I from the boulder?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is 30 feet down to just the beach itself, which I think is your movement. Or you have
40.
You have 40. Okay, so you have another 10. So you can get down to the edge about where the rock is about to appear.
Okay.
So you can do that. Yeah, you have plenty of movement to do that.
But I wouldn't be able to attack the rock just yet, melee style.
I mean, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be able to.
And if the rock is embedded in the sand, is that right? Is it like half of a rock, or is it like fully on the sand, or?
It is at the moment. It is looking like just a rock floating out of the sand.
Okay.
Hard to explain anything more than that in this moment. It is going next in initiative, so you will have a clear picture of what is about to happen.
Okay.
But right now it is rising out of the ground and it is animated.
I was just say, all right, Todd's in his head again. Maybe if rocks makes good splashes. So if I see if I can get that rock back in the water, maybe something will happen. But so he runs down. But I don't want to push him toward my friends because that would be, I think, weird. How far away is the rock from the big pond?
You would have to push it 5, 10, 15, 20. It's a 5-foot drop. So 25, 30, 35, 40, about 40, 50 feet.
40 or 50 feet into the water.
Yeah, to get it just to the edge of the water and put it in.
Okay. And it's pretty big, 10 feet, you said, around.
It's 10 feet across right now. At the it's about to be bigger. Put it that way.
Grower.
Can I?
What?
It's a grower, not a shower.
In that case, can I?
I mean, it's a beach. It's been wet.
If Todd sees this, he sees that something is happening. He can tell something is happening, and he, as a fighter, he's aware that like he may not fully understand this thing quite yet. So can he hold his turn until he gets a reaction out of the rock?
Sure. I'll let you hold. You're just holding an attack action?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you can do that. I'll let you. Incredible.
I hold it.
On the initiative.
I'm like, whoa, vibrating rock. What is going
This
on?
rock shuffles, shimmies out of the ground. Initially, you see it floating. It looks like what it's doing is floating out of the sand. You can see some sand falling off of it. Eventually, smaller rocks and smaller formations rise with it. You can see it starting to form a small rock body, and the Rolex stone has entered. You could see as the rock finishes coming out of the ground, fully formed, and you could see it starting to like move its arms, like it's like waking up basically, and it's like starting to activate its arms. This round disc appears embedded. Oh my God! I hit the light again. It appears embedded in the head of this rock formation. I think you two can see it from here at this point. There appear to be numbers on a clock face that resemble a clock face on this disc sticking out of the rock. But that ends its turn. Sav looks at all of you guys. Do I have to do anything? Should I just stay here? Should I get the bolt ready? Or are we?
Stay still. You're good for now.
You're good. Just hold on to those balls and keep going.
He absolutely freezes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The lore of the thing is getting the ball to, which is called the what again? He's the ball holder, but the sphere is called.
He's the sphere is just called the ball.
The ball.
Yeah.
And it's just to get it to the finish line. There's something about midnight or anything.
It's just to get it to the finish line. They just have to get it across the finish line. There's like a placement that he has to get, but I mean it's like right at the finish line. Yeah.
And that's a...
Ooh, fun.
I am gonna I forgot. I'm gonna have the Rolex stone go. This creature is going to, as soon as it gets one of its arms ready, it slings one of its arms. You see the rock detach and flies towards Rory and Victor. If you could both make dexterity saving throws.
Kind of spread out.
And when, for the held roll...
You can hold. Did you want to move down there already?
I kind of, again...
Because you can't hold a movement and an attack. So if you want to move down there and hold the attack until something happens, you can do that. But here, you're basically, you can do a ranged attack, basically.
In Todd said, does he think he could make a jump from where he is to the top of the rock?
I think you could, yeah, with your movement. Oh, from onto the top of the rock?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to, I'll let you roll for it. It's going to be a high DC.
You know what?
Though,
I feel like he's
tourist trap.
raging and he's feeling it. He's feeling like he can do it, so.
I'm gonna make it. What's your strength? What's your athletics modifier? Like, what's the bonus you add?
It's like +0. No, it's +6.
+6. I'm gonna make it a DC 23.
Ooh.
Got it.
You have advantage.
17 or higher.
You know what? Todd's feeling like he wants to go for it. He's pissed. He wants to.
The question is, does
Hey.
Todd think he can? And Todd
Yeah.
thinks
Todd
he can.
thinks he can.
Because wait, Todd thinks he's a what?
Todd thinks he's a
winner.
A winner.
Come on, let's do
A
it.
winner and a winner. All right, here we go. So he's gonna do that little cartoon rev up with his little feet, little Fred Flintstone rev up, and then
it.
he's gonna just take a dive at the rock. Nat 20. I told you, I knew it. He felt it. He felt it.
Rick, what are you doing here?
Rick, you're on assignment. Get out of here. Oh my God. Absolutely incredible. Let me get a little piece of
I'm
tape
worried, but-
to attach.
I knew you could do it.
Oh boy, come on. Come on. Okay. Todd, you.
Well, great.
Swing away, Todd. Swing away.
Break the clock, or if I should try to turn it back, or
Todd, yelling, "I just want shrimp!"
I just want shrimp.
Takes a running jump, and with the assistance of the boots of striding and springing, boing, like these arcane springs appear out of the bottom of the shoes, and an impossible jump. With a nat 20, you land. Yeah, you're the great sword, the axe. You have to use it to oh my God, so sorry. You have to use it to dig into the rock with your strength. It cleaves into it. You see the thing start to get thrown off balance. Incredible. You are on there. I'm gonna say I'm gonna count that as your held action.
Okay.
So you don't get to attack on this turn.
With frenzy, if I have frenzy, would I be able to take a bonus action attack?
Yes, you can. Oh my God, guys, stop beating me at D&D. Incredible. Yes, yeah. Take your frenzy attack.
Okay,
absolutely.
all right. So,
You're still raging, so it's an advantage.
all right. In my instant, obviously with my passive wisdom 10, in my instant, I look at that clock very quickly, and what would I assess from that moment, in your opinion?
I think Todd wants to hit the shiny thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I feel like, okay, so am I able to pull my sword out, or do
Yes.
I? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm able to pull Great Sword the Axe out, and I go. I take it and I say, "It's time for shrimp," and I smash the clock as best I can.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Your frenzy attack.
So this is
Oh
with.
my God.
Is it
So it's at advantage because you're still raging.
raging, and it's an athletic? No, it would be just strength.
It's just your hit bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, which is your strength plus proficiency.
Right. Okay. So
Probably what? Like
Plus.
yeah, plus
act,
6, plus 6 to hit.
all there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, 11 plus 7, so 17.
17 hits.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
6 plus 3.
Do you want to roll? Wait, do you want to roll again to see if you get that at 20?
Oh, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I guess
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Roll at advantage.
Same thing. I didn't even
Go
roll.
ahead and roll damage for it.
Okay. So 2d6 plus 3. Okay. 3 and 5, 8. So I would do.
And then plus your strength or your rage, so plus 2.
Plus 2.
So 10.
Yes.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. So 13.
Incredible. 13 points of damage. As you hack into this clock, you see it like shatter almost immediately. And you are on top of this creature. It is going to attempt to throw you off, but it is not its turn right now. It is still actually its turn, but we rolled the dex save.
Yes, we have
Do
not.
you remember your
yeah.
dexterity save?
We haven't touched it. Yes.
Okay, great.
We were good D&D boys.
You're the best boys.
Best boys.
Go ahead. What was yours?
I got an 18.
18.
Also 18.
Yeah.
Both of you pass. So you're only going to take half of this damage. That is 15. So halved to 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh my God, I have to pause because I have to blow my nose. I'm so stressed. I'm not stressed. I'm just excited. No, I had. Oh yes, please.
Sorry, Todd took the cut through the Gordian knot move.
Hey.
So I don't know if that's
it
gonna
works.
help or not, but
Bold moves.
Is he within 60 feet of us?
I think so. Oh, let me check. 5, 10. Ooh.
Well, yeah, I'm like 40 feet from.
You're about 50 feet from him, Rory. Cool. Oh. Okay. Oh my God. Nat 20 gave me a nosebleed. I'm so excited.
did anyone
We are fighting the DM.
Yeah.
Also, did anyone think Santa from that last one had a little bit of a problem? He kept touching his nose, and he was like really excited.
like that snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Now it's
Snow
now,
globe.
now it all comes out. My COVID addiction. Okay.
I thought it was Mountain Dew.
Sorry, Coke Red. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage to each of you. This rock slams into both of you. That is its turn.
And if he is within 60 feet, I will Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke, incredible.
Dex
That
save.
is Dex save from me. Terrible Dex. But he rolled a 16.
16 meets it.
Ooh,
So he's
incredible.
gonna. So I think he still is for half.
I think you take. Yeah, he does. Takes half.
And at this level, it's 3. 11, 13, so 6 points of fire damage.
I'm so sorry. Say it again.
6.
6 points of fire damage. Okay. So he takes that. Oops. Cool. What I'll say, Rory, as you hit it now, as it's fully breached the surface, as you hit it with this spell, it looks like it's absorbing the damage.
Ooh, okay.
And something that I think something that you are able to assess in the moment. I think Victor can assess this as well. Todd has already kind of inadvertently found it. The rock itself is it's going to absorb a lot of damage. So the clock seems to be the only like weak point on this
And
thing.
nothing changed about the clock when it took the damage or anything, right?
Nothing changed about it, no. Let's see. So that's its turn. Sav is standing still on the boat. We're on round 2. And top of the round, Victor. Top of the round to you.
Okay. So seeing that the fact that the magic attack didn't work and the rock seems awfully strong, and Todd cracked the thing. Well, it's time to be awesome.
Oh, that's a shirt right
Everybody's
there.
trying catchphrases tonight.
Oh my god.
I
Incredible.
activate my dashing ring,
Incredible.
and then I'm
dashing.
just going to run up its body to join Todd by the top of the clock, if possible.
Just give me an athletics, or I will also allow an acrobatics check.
I'm going to do athletics. Come on, baby. 17.
17. I'll say you can get up to you're up most of the way to the up most of the way of the rock. Yeah.
Okay, so if I am... Okay, so I'm not quite up at...
So great.
You just have me stuck to the side of...
Stuck to the side of the rock.
So you're not able to reach the clock from there.
I can't melee attack it.
Yeah, I mean you can melee attack the rock.
Sure.
But as you've learned,
Yes.
it's gonna take a lot of damage.
Let's see. Ooh. Can I cast Burning Hands
You,
at the?
I believe you can.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I can cast it, but like, would that? Am I in range / can I see it enough to?
Burning Hands. It's from self 15-foot cone. I'll let you do that. Yeah, you would be able to get it from there. Yeah.
Okay, great.
My god.
I cast Burning Hands.
Incredible. That is a save for me, I believe. Dex save.
Also, my sword's not in my hand yet.
What?
Oh.
Your sword's not in your hand?
Ooh,
I didn't have my sword with me.
I love it. That fails.
All right,
11.
3d6. Here we go.
Yes.
8.
8 points of damage. Your hands ignite. You touch the rock, and it flares out in this cone towards the clock. It just barely singes Todd and hits the clock. You see, like it looks like it's covered in like this like arcane glass, and the glass is like shattering and like anime style. It's like like it just like freezes like as it's like glowing in the moonlight, and is weakened. Is that your whole turn, Victor?
That is my whole turn.
Rory, it is your turn.
Amazing. Tell me if this would be anything more than like a free action, but just glancing at the clock with the Detect Magic and Eyes of the Runekeeper. I'm not seeing anything other than numbers, anything.
With Eyes of the Runekeeper, all writing, understand all writing, all languages, or what does Eyes of the Runekeeper say specifically?
It says specifically, I'll tell you.
you.
You can read all writing.
All writing.
You can read all writing.
Wow. Wow.
No,
I'm
all
just-
writing now.
Yeah. I'm floored in this moment. It doesn't apply here. Yeah, there isn't any other markings on it or anything like that. That is very interesting that it's writing and not language. That's so cool. Eyes of the Runekeeper, better than I thought. Yeah, you don't see anything other than the clock face. You can see now, like as Victor and Todd are both like shattering things, you could see the clock hands like just under, like they're like they seem to be stuck and are wavering back and forth in one moment.
Gotcha.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn? I will consider that a free action.
Yeah. I am beelining for the waterfall.
Cool.
I previously established that it was not the water was not giving any magic.
Correct. Yes, the water is just sort of as part of an enchantment. The water moves to the side for the spell, but yeah, the water itself is not enchanted.
Cool. Then I will use my action to dash through if I don't think it's dangerous, because right now he doesn't. So I'm going to see what is beyond.
You step through, and there's a bit of a dilation of like space and movement here. You feel like you take several steps forward, and you look behind you, you're just on the other side of the waterfall. The water's like right directly behind you. As you look around in front of you, you can see the evening lake that you were on. And you can see like basically like this arcane shadow of where your guys' boat would be in space and time there. And it looks like the island like exploded out of the back of that to be like, this is the pocket dimension, and if you could put the pocket dimension back into this moment, you will fuse back together with your proper place in time and space. But it is going to require probably, a couple things here.
Okay. Sorry. Absorbing.
Yeah, please.
So, to put things back, into place, but it's not necessarily like this is where the boat needs to go through to get out.
Not necessarily, yeah. It seems like that dealing with this problem is probably going to solve a lot of it.
Okay. Great. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, absolutely.
Blue screen.
I know, it's a lot of things I just threw at you.
So we don't need to move the winner through this. Some things need to change. The clock is stuck in a moment. Okay. Do I have any movement left at this point to step back to myself?
You can step. Yeah, I'll say you could step back out onto this side of the waterfall if you'd like.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll do that.
You're just on the other side now.
That was my action, my movement. Is there, if there's an ability to make like a check for something, but I don't even know at this point. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I'm looking at dead fish and rock monster and clock and feeling like there is something that I should see and piece together that I am not yet.
I will say if you would like to use your bonus action to do that, I will allow it. Since a check would normally have to be done like either with an action to be intentional or like, if it was just a perceptive kind of thing, that could be a free action in some cases. But I'll say in this moment, if you want to do that, use your bonus action to do it. I'll let you do it at disadvantage.
Disadvantage? I don't really have that many bonus actions. I don't hate it.
Okay. Would you be looking for investigation or like you're just trying to look for like?
Yeah, I'm trying to have my Sherlock moment.
Okay. Let's try.
I'm trying to go into my mind palace.
Let's try it. Let's do it. Investigation disadvantage.
Okay. Well, second one's a 20, but the first one was an 11, so that is 19.
With a 19, it is so close.
And it's a weird build.
I love your brain. It's great, and I actually think this is really great for the moment. You're like hoping for this Sherlock moment. It's all there, and you just feel like you're missing like one last connecting dot. But at the moment, you don't see it. All you see are the facts in front of you at the moment. Okay. There isn't the intuitive moment just yet.
Great.
That's my turn. Incredible. Todd, you are on top of this thing. It is your turn.
Top of the rock.
Top of the rock.
On Todd.
And I got there for
Todd
free.
of the rock, yeah.
Todd of the rock. Oh, come on now. There it is. Todd of the rock. Yeah. Top of the rock to you. All right, so we're gonna be going. I'm seeing the clock and I'm noticing that it's. I don't know. I mean, Todd's not exactly. I feel like Todd could handle digital, but I don't know about analog clocks.
Sure.
Maybe he could. But I think he knows that damages this creature. So I think that's kind of his goal.
Go ahead.
I think he's going to furiously hack away at this clock again.
Yeah. Roll away.
Nat 20.
Oh, baby! Rick, oh my God!
Oh my god.
Pocket dimension too?
Brick. Brick. Jeez. Todd. Yeah, Brick, get out of here. Todd. So go ahead and roll your damage for the nat 20.
Okay.
And you can double whatever you get on the dice, or you can roll twice as many dice.
2d6. Okay. Yeah. So, and I can double it or roll twice as many.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Can I choose that now, or do I have to choose it later? Or do I have to choose it now or choose later?
Choose it now.
Okay, choose now. I'm gonna roll 4 times.
Go ahead.
6.
Oh.
And a 4. 10. And a 5.
Ooh.
And a 4.
Oh.
19 plus 5. 24. 24 hours in a day, baby! 24 hours in a day!
24 points of damage. With,
Oh, yeah.
we added that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's 3 plus 2, yeah.
with 24 points of damage, the clock shatters.
Rip a clock.
You hear like a church bell, like the midnight gongs. You hear the first gong of midnight in the distance.
One midnight gone.
Yeah. You see the island starting to
Did I speed shit up?
like shatter and fall apart. You hear as you take that incredible swing. The clock is not destroyed, but you're seeing like it's like almost done. Like that for like the
Salvador
church
Dali
gong
clock?
striking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The church gong striking is like it's death knells. Literally. Sav is yelling from the boat. Guys, I don't think we're gonna be able to stay here much longer. What are we doing? What do we do?
I'm next. Oh, the Rolex.
The Rolex is next. The Rolex is going to attempt to throw you both off. So if you two could make either strength or dexterity saving throws, please. Todd, you as well, because you're on the rock.
Also, I realized, well, it's too late now, but I was with the frenzy. Would I have been able to attack again?
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah, you have 2 attacks, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
2 attacks. You have 3 attacks if you want to take the frenzy attack too.
But I mean, is that
Yeah, go. You can go ahead and roll them. Roll this for me first,
Okay, sure.
actually.
And I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
Strength or dexterity saving throw. What'd you get?
I'm at 9.
9. Okay.
You have advantage. You're raging.
Oh, right.
danger
Add-
sense, so
Okay, yeah. Oh, what would I have the first one? I didn't remember.
it was so low that I was like, of course I'll roll higher. And then
So 4 plus athletic plus strength is 6, so 10.
Victor, you take 5 points of damage as you're thrown off the Rolex stone. What'd you roll total?
Tabo was rolling.
4 plus 6 is
10. With a 10, you're also thrown off of the rock. You take 4 points, halved to 2 points of damage because you're raging. As you fall, as you tumble off the rock. That is its turn.
Was that just a reaction to Todd's attack?
No, it was going next in initiative. Yeah, so it has gone. It is going to stay there because it's going to try and attack you two on the next move. Sav is staying where he is. Victor,
So that frenzy attack wouldn't count now because I'm off the rock, right?
yeah, you could try and attack the rock now if you want to do it, but yeah. Victor.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile,
Ooh,
which
incredible.
auto hits.
Yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I'm going to roll. It's 3d4. No, I'm sorry. It's 3 darts.
Yes.
And each one is 1d4 plus 1. Yeah. So I have 3d4. Roll 3 d4s.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 points. 5 points. 3 points.
10.
10.
10. Okay. 10. Oh my god. Okay. They fly around the rock like this beautiful like air show, like and shatter the clock. You hear another boom. Second gong goes off. The clock is pretty much destroyed at this point. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Use it with all my full movement. Get back to the boat.
Get full movement to the boat. I will let you do full movement. Yeah, because you have the dashing ring.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you can get back Yeah, so that's about 60. You get to the boat. Ending your turn, Rory.
Okay. I'm also going to move towards the boat.
Incredible.
For sure. And sorry, am I seeing a disruption to the environment through the detect magic?
You're seeing this island shatter and basically like reform. Basically, what I described earlier, which is like you're reforming part to the part of the boat.
Okay.
In reality.
In reality.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the thing to do is maybe just use my action to dash and get as close to the boat as I can.
5, 10, 25, 30. You get on the boat.
Great.
Todd, your turn.
So I noticed that the clock obviously was a specific color, and I also see that his leg is also the same color. Does Todd notice that too? Is he prone right now? Or?
I'd say you noticed that. Yeah, you landed near his leg. I put you here by his leg. Yeah. I'd say you noticed that. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna just because I'm pissed. I got thrown off that rock, so I'm gonna take a swing at his leg there. Because I have 3 actions. I've got my 2 actions and then plus my fury or my
your frenzy. Yeah. I want you to roll all 3 attacks.
Okay. All 3 attacks. So first attack, 18.
18 hits.
Okay. I guess I have advantage, right?
Yeah, you do have advantage. So just see if you, yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh my God! What is happening? Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Todd is pissed. He wants his strip.
Okay. I want this to mean something, so I would like you to do the other rolls. I don't want to take this away. So do the other 2 attacks.
Okay. So
they are still at
that one
advantage.
hits. Okay.
They're still at advantage.
Okay, 13 or 18, great.
18
so,
hits, yes.
18, yeah,
And then
plus
your third
20,
attack?
so 24. And then third attack, 3 or 15, so 21.
Yeah, all 3 of those hit. So you're gonna roll damage for all 3 of those attacks.
Okay.
With crit damage on the first attack.
Want some d6s?
D6s?
Yeah, so 4d6 for the first hit,
and then an extra
4d6, and then an extra 4d6 for the others.
So 8d6.
So you're rolling 8d6.
1, 2, 3, 4,
plus
5, 6, 7, 8.
plus.
Unless you.
So you're
I'll go
going to roll 8d6 plus 15.
Okay, plus 15 general. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's your rage and strength damage.
Oh, we rolled 1 extra.
Oh, sorry. I'll re-roll it.
Take 1 out.
I'll just get
And you don't have great weapon master feat, do you?
I don't think
no.
so.
Okay.
I think just
2 weapon fighting. Okay. Okay. Still good. 10, 16, 18, 24. 24 hours in a day, baby! Plus 5. Plus 15.
15, 39. With 39 points of damage. It's not really dying, but 39. With 39!
Death box!
It's getting faster because it's getting close to midnight. Oh my God. These line up. Amanda, as the death knell chimes for the Rolex stone, tell the fine listeners how you bring about the end. Todd, please describe the end of the
job,
Rolex
babe.
stone.
Whoa.
Creepy. Whoa. Okay. Todd.
All right. I take greatsword the axe, and I say, nobody knocks me off their own head while I'm trying to knock the timepiece off of their own head so that we can get back to our own dimension to win this race so I can get Tramp. Wow.
As you hit his knee in one of the greatest gambles I've ever seen, with the force of 3 attacks, the knee shatters. It spreads and like basically like the matter from the knee explodes. The clock on top of the Rolex stone explodes. It basically spreads out to dispel the island. You see it melt and reform and reshape back into the evening lake. You see like that fake sunset and beach disappear. the like fading sounds of the beach. It's just this like seagulls and everything just like turn into the night sky and like nightingales. The island disappears. And you, as you rejoin time, you hear Galapagos' wind of roll faster, everyone, row! Beat the winner! But you are ahead. I am going to ask for one last athletics check. It is at advantage. I am going to allow, because of this, I'm going to allow you both to have guidance from Rory, so you can each add a D4 to this advantaged roll.
Oh, I love this.
All right?
D4 advantage roll.
D4.
Plus our
Plus your
it's athletics.
athletics. Great.
Come on. Just because. Shut up, did you... Okay, 26 total for me.
26.
But I gotta sneak... You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Happy birthday, Adam! Happy birthday, this guy!
Jay's tired from all of the celebrating now.
I don't know, sometimes.
Rick's not a puncher.
He's on a roll.
Oh my god.
Internally, I'm crying. Externally, I'm exhausted. This is incredible. As you hear Galapagos yelling at his team on the Immortalite to push forward, you return. It seems like everybody unnoticed, unaffected, doesn't see it, but you guys seem to arrive out of the Speed Force, and just as your boat like returns to the surface of the water, both Victor and Todd just go shrimp, and like turning on a motorboat, just like one swift oar kick pulls you into the shore, and you see Sav just like basically like as you run aground on the other side, you hear cheering. You see Sav fall over on the side or off the front of the boat, but he rolls, recovers, and is holding the ball aloft. And he goes, he looks back at you guys, he goes, "Oh my God, guys, we did it!
Sav, go!"
And he turns, he goes, "I got it!" And he turns,
Sav.
and you see Sav drop the ball like midnight dropping the ball. He places it into an indent in the ground just after the finish line. It lights up this incandescent sand, and you see fireworks blaze into the sky. And just as you look beyond it, you three from the bow of the ship, as you yell for Sav, you're all cheering. Everybody's cheering. They're starting to pick up Sav, and you can hear them be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we did it!" You can all see the fireworks. And you look off into the distance, and you can see the distant silvery ball of Li Yarwa, the wanderer, the wandering moon, disappear into the fog and mist. And I'm going to ask each of you in this moment, is there anything that you wish for, Victor, Rory, Todd, as you send the wanderer off on its journey for the new year? Anything at all?
I want to know what was in the book.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay. We'll talk about that. Incredible. I like that. Anything else?
Todd he looks at there and he licks his lips and he's like, I just want some shrimp.
If you'll allow me, Barbie appears with a plate of shrimp. Surprise!
I got some shrimp on the Barbie! Yes! All my wishes came true! My friend is here with shrimp!
The waiter from earlier who was helping you also comes. He's like got a glass. The glass is full of champagne now because it's been disenchanted. Rory, is there anything that you wish for?
I think he... Oh, God, I gotta roll something.
Okay.
I gotta roll something in internal.
I love it.
Okay. I think he maybe like sees Belle in the crowd and is thinking about that and is thinking about his parents. and remembering his dream, and I think he sees it and he shuts his eyes and he kind of just to himself he says, "Who are you, Mom?"
The moon disappears past the fog and the mist. The sounds of celebration rise as the fireworks display hits full throttle. You see Sterling running up to you to the front of the boat, to the three of you, victorious. Bellamy in the crowd does look back at you. She's got a new glass of champagne. She just raises it.
Would it be the four of us now that Barbie's here?
Barbie's also here. Yes, Barbie is celebrating with you. Sterling's like, where did you come from? And we are going to go ahead and end there for tonight. From all of us here at Bonus Action to all of you watching at home, I hope you have a very happy new year. I hope all of your wishes and dreams come true in the best way possible. And I'm David Armstrong, your friendly campaign manager, wishing you good night, Wild Country. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Woo! Wow! Hot damn!
Fun.
Holy shit!
In a dark, dank cavern, feebly illuminated by some bioluminescent fungi, scraped haphazardly across the walls, a voice familiar to us, though we have not heard it in a while, seems to be coming through some sort of muffled apparatus. As the camera rises into the room, over the shoulder of an anonymous figure, we see the source of the voice coming through on a liquid crystal screen about a foot squared. A little grainy, seems to be blinking in and out of a clear picture. The anonymous figure, currently with their back to the audience, holds up a long, spindly hand. "Lilybell, wait." She lowers her hand and almost instantly, like frames are removed from the shot, she turns to the camera and seems to be staring straight into the audience's eyes as she narrows hers. "It is nothing," she turns back. "How goes your little experiment, Lily?" Lilybell continues to speak. "She is perfect, even if she doesn't know it yet. She is willing to give everything. She will be our greatest achievement, and all in the glory of you, Exena. Enough with your embellishments, Lily. It is no achievement. It is our birthright. Now, we will also be sisters of the weave. We three shall speak again soon. Masame, come say goodbye to your aunts." The second screen flickers. The figure on it looks like this palm tree with multiple necks and faces, and the faces all flicker and change. We see Brick, Rory, Todd, Alistair, Victor, Marlin, before they return to these blank faces. And that figure hasn't said a word. But next to the anonymous figure, Exena, a little girl appears. A little girl with long, long black hair, piercing yellow eyes, that spoke once long ago to Brick. Says, "Bye, Aunt Lily. Bye, Aunt Ro. See you at the end of the world." We'll go ahead and end there. We'll see you all next time for Volume 2 of Bonus Action. Good night, Wild Country.